boy, I hope you're ready for some stupid bullshit, because I have to do all the... I don't fucking... Why am I doing the old man voice? I keep trying to fix my fan right now so it doesn't bleed into the audio, but OBS keeps picking it up no matter where I put the damn thing. I swear to God, y'all better not hear this fan. It's really hot right now. So don't hear that. Stop listening to that. I hope you don't hear wind, because if you do, I'm going to be real mad. Now I get to do a shitload of support conversations. So time to violently judge every single character for their sin. And we're going to, of course, start off with the worst option, just to get it out of the way.
Hello, Byrne. Oh no, what did I do this time? Did I offend you? Is this your revenge? No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Let's hope this time my internet doesn't
go
down
violence,
again.
I'll do whatever you want. Byrne, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
Vaguely.
I know you've lived through some bad times.
What the fuck's up with the back of your hair, Bernadetta? Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're supposed to tell me.
Looks acceptable from the front, but goddamn, the back's looking atrocious.
My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me... commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, but once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone. Commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Byrne, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend.
Dorothea!
Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea.
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Byrne?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that one wasn't that bad. I'm more indifferent to it, but it wasn't bad. I did think it was metal as fuck, though. It's just more proof that, oh, hey, it's just daddy issues. He's just kind of a psychopath.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you. And they're sweet.
They are sweet. Unlike people, they can all be trusted on sight.
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard.
That's actually a lie. There are some,
sweet,
you know,
but,
poisonous plants out there. Probably look real cute before they make your, your throat shut. And you can't breathe no more.
I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
You're really kind. I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them. But getting the chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
I'm glad too. I had heard rumors about the reclusive daughter of House Varley, but you're nothing like I imagined.
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
You're right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery. I won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for? Wait, do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
That mind of yours, no.
I thought she was having character development.
Before, I was more prone to anger, but now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh, I'm done for! 5 years worth of resentment is about to crash down on me all at once! Ah!
You know,
It's
character
okay,
development is a
Bernadetta.
mechanic that can be utilized.
Thanking you, not attacking you.
It just happened in Dorothea's.
I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
Just
You did, yes. But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plants.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Bernadetta, I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will. Hey, look! This flower's just about ready to bloom.
So it is. I can't wait to see its true colors.
Alright, who do we want to see next? So, I mean, there's an obvious answer. Which, this is a very odd combination, but... Frankly, if there's anyone she should be terrified by, and it's justified, there you go. We'll start off with another less than exciting one. I'm more indifferent to Petra.
Caspar, that equipment
She's just
is
another
suiting.
face in the crowd.
It is suiting. It suits you.
Oh, right. Thanks.
You get more strength each day. I do not want to be falling behind.
I'm impressed with how much stronger you've gotten too. More than I have.
No, Caspar, you are impressing to me. I want to be training with you.
Just hold on, Petra.
What is
I'm
wrong?
just gonna take like a fourth of the stream, just social links.
It's your attitude. How can you act so casual around me? My father killed your father. You shouldn't be able to stand the sight of me. You actually hate me, right? That's fine. I can take it. I completely understand. Just be honest. Give it to me straight. If our roles were reversed, I don't think I'd be able to forgive you. I don't understand how you could just...
You are not the one who did the killing, Caspar. Our parents had conflict, but we are not them. I have no worry about it. You should not either.
I don't need to worry? Impossible! I don't think I'll ever be...
You must. If not, the conflict...
So is Petra ever actually like allowed to go home?
If children cannot forgive...
Because I know she was
will not
like a
ever have
bargaining
an ending.
chip and like
Is
a
that what you are wanting?
whole thing, but
course
isn't she
not.
like the heir and gotta go home at some
Please.
point?
Give it some thinking.
Also, she
I love
hasn't
you,
fixed
Lydia.
her speech bullshit in 5 years. Assuming this is a time skip one. I'm not sure actually. So let's look further into it, shall we? Now this is one I would assume would be time skip. Let's see if she still speaks with her stutter. Bullshit. It's not a stutter.
Ferdinand.
Accent. There you go.
Ah,
I guess.
Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look... lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home?
Oh, hey,
says
there's
she'd
the
like
question
you
I
to sit on
just-
the throne in Bridget to ensure good relations between the
I
nations.
just brought that up.
Yes.
Hey,
My
convenient.
plan is to be returning home.
Okay, there you go.
But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day, but Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Bridget, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us
Isn't
die.
the whole
We
thing
do
in
not
like
want to lose
Fates?
anyone in the family.
Is it blood of
Yes.
friends?
We will be winning, and you will
Oh,
not be
someone's
dying.
knocking. Give me a sec.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die.
And they
I
left
have
because
some
they didn't
things to
realize
do
I
when
was
the war
streaming.
is over.
Fantastic.
Things?
Yes. You and I can be the link between Fodlan and Bridget.
Oh,
Okay, I have to confess. I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Bridget.
is that a truth?
I have just made a
She still
decision.
has the voice
I
thing.
will work as an ambassador, improving relations between our people. Whether you are in Bridget or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Bridget.
You can count
He's
on
gonna
me.
be the
We will keep at it.
bridge.
One day,
Yes,
Ah.
one day, we will be
Wasn't
seeing
even a
that
joke.
future.
Oh, there's so many.
Dorothea,
I shouldn't do
I want
these
to
in
be
bulk.
asking you a question.
Oh, please do.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your goal different from the rest?
Yes, I suppose. Everyone here's an heir or an heiress, but not me. I'm just a commoner. When I enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I was different than everyone else. I wanted to secure my future, and my big idea was to marry money. Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's
I'm
been
surprised
no
how
reason for a
little
second.
I know about Dorothea.
Marrying money? That is
mean,
not sounding like a
Obviously,
good idea.
Commoner wants
Money
to,
would be
you
a
know,
bad
fix
husband.
up the station in life,
Pretty much.
and she was an opera singer.
But you
I don't
treat
really
me
know
well.
much
I
more
have
about
so
her.
much gratitude. But why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra. This isn't like that. I like spending time with friends. It's wonderful being friends with you. And I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that
Yeah,
together
Petra's
we can
very
irritate
milk
that many
toast, I guess
people.
I'd say.
Since we've already got a lot in common.
She's not
let's
bad,
get to
but
know
she's
each other
not great
better,
either.
shall we?
She's very bland. Still want to learn more about Dorothea, though. I don't really have a strong take on her right now. Speaking of Dorothea, let's go get more of those done, so I can hopefully actually learn what the fuck she does for being alive.
Following me. Stop.
I am leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but
What do you want?
you've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. I abandoned my family, so you'll have to look elsewhere. Not much to gain from marrying me.
I just find you interesting.
Much more
that's all.
topical in
Is
this
that so
route, where he
odd?
literally abandoned
Interesting?
his family.
I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree.
I really like
What's
Felix.
important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
And that's where that conversation ends. He's just like, well, okay, bye. Now that one, I want to see how that one's gonna end.
Dorothea, something's been bothering me. I kind of feel like you act more casually around me than you do with other people.
Casually? I don't know what you mean.
I just feel like you're always asking me to do things that might make other people uncomfortable. Like when you asked me to clean your room. You're not very flirty toward me like you are with the other guys. You seem weirdly comfortable around me.
You pay more attention than I would have thought. Hey, are you interested in me? You know, interested.
What? No, it just seemed weird, and I was curious.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, someone's
It's
knocking
true that
again.
I do
Give me a
find you
second.
Quite a convenient little helper at times. It's like you're... how to put it? You're like a little brother to me.
Ugh, really? That's not exactly a compliment.
No, but it's true. And now that I've thought
Doesn't
about it,
tell
I like
you
the whole
what-
idea.
What the?
Why don't you
Oh!
try calling me Big
Oh,
Sis
yeah.
and see how it feels?
You haven't.
No,
I mean,
no,
you haven't
nothing
exactly.
happened.
No, yeah, fucking. You haven't like been the last few times. I'm like, oh, Bullet must be busy or something. I'm sorry, man. Just the one time, I'm just like, ah, fuck it, whatever.
Why not?
I'm embarrassed just thinking about it.
Oh,
It's a little
come
awkward
on.
constantly informing
It's just
someone
a
of something and then I get
goof.
no
You can manage
feedback
at
and
least
don't see
once,
them in
can't
chat.
you? Please. Oh,
I'll keep doing it though.
If you do it, I'll stop using you for my chores. How's that sound?
That's an enticing offer. Fine. Once.
Oh, we're at time skip time, by the way.
Big sis.
Well done, Caspar. You're such a cute little boy. I'm proud to have you as a sibling.
This is my boy.
I'm not
Yuritsa
cute,
immediately
and I'm
said,
not
"Good, I
little.
get to kill
How'd
you
feel
later."
if I made you call me Big Bro?
Oh? Well, I wouldn't mind that at all. Big bro. Is something wrong, big bro?
Can you
Oh,
deck?
This is the worst.
Oh, this is the. I am done with this conversation. Ooh, there I go. Bye bye, Caspar. See you later.
How did you know Dorothea was an orphan?
I hear she buttered up some noble and he enrolled her in the academy.
She's higher ranking than us lot. How disappointing.
I suggest ignoring them.
I haven't actually gotten to use Yuritsa yet.
Lynn,
We
don't
literally
scare me like
just
that.
got here. This is the
You
first
seem
time
less
he hasn't been a
scared than
green boy.
surprised, but that's quibbling, I suppose. As for those two gossips,
We just got to the time skip,
unimportant.
end of the last
I
stream,
suggest
started this
forgetting
one, and
all
now we're
about
doing
them
social
and their
conversations because I
words.
gotta get him out of the
Join
way.
me for a meal. I've been the target of a lot of gossip, and eating generally makes me feel better.
Don't pretend we're the same. If I could brush it off so easily, I would.
It doesn't seem particularly difficult. Where's the problem? Is this about your pride?
No. Not even a little bit.
What then?
Lynn, please just go away. I want to be alone right now.
That's fine. But your life is your own business. It's not something that can be affected by the petty words of a stranger. Sorry. I kept talking, didn't I? I'll stop now.
Please do.
I'm not sure what the fuck just came out of your mouth, Chris, but I want to delete it. So there you go. Congratulations. Who are we gonna talk to next? I guess Lysithia. Lysithia is another one of the dudes I don't know very well. Oh yeah, this is the Phoenix one. We've seen this one. That one's also garbage. So I'm glad we get to skip that one. That's
Unicorn.
trash.
Do you have a minute? You want to speak with me? How unusual. Please, come in. I'll prepare some tea for us. Have a seat. Would you care for some cake?
Yes, please. I never say no to sweets.
They're from Enbar. A bit too sweet for my own liking.
Isn't that the whole
The
point of
boys
cake?
are back in town.
Well, more for me. These are fantastic with this tea.
True. Well, there's no shortage of them. Help yourself to as many as you like. Now then, you wish to speak with me?
So, I can tell you know a fair
A tiny bit, but I haven't looked into it yet.
Maybe this can wait until you've finished eating?
Edelgard, you know a fair bit about me, don't
I
you?
barely know anything
What
about
in
Lysithea
particular?
as well. It's one of the ones I've had like
For
3
example,
total.
the
It's like
fact that I have
social
2
conversation,
crests.
social link shits with Lysithea.
that's
I don't know what the
hard to
fuck she
believe.
does other than I eat
Knowing to
sweets!
play
That's
quite
my
well,
character!
It won't work.
It clearly
It's
isn't, but
clear
you know.
my body has succumbed to the intense pressure of bearing 2 crests. Due to the immense requirements of bearing these crests, my life expectancy is painfully short. You know all of this, right?
Actually, this is the first I'm hearing of it. How would I know unless you told me?
Still won't drop the act, huh? Despite how obvious you've been with your concern about my health, you're certainly consistent. I'm not really in the mood for these games. Given your rank, you certainly have access to all kinds of information that others do not. Clearly, you'd have heard all about me.
Either way, I know now since you just told me. About your 2 crests, your physical weakness, and your short life expectancy. However, according to the principles
make
of
her
crest research, it's
great night.
impossible to bear 2 crests. Unless you've undergone a blood reconstruction surgery. Is that the case, Lysithea?
I'm physically weak and she's
Wasn't
face
that
taking
I
everything,
seen
walking
any of
with
this?
a person-sized tower shield.
So you've lived through that relentless terror and agony, and survived.
You speak of all of this as though you understand it on a personal level. Edelgard, have you?
You're a good friend, Lysithea, and a valuable member of this army. So I won't have you overexerting yourself. I don't want to lose you. Understand?
I
Of course
understand.
surgery exists. Chris, how have you not listened to
and
the
if you
lore?
like those cakes, why not
Manuela
take
has
some
said
with you for
this.
later?
Medicine is
There's
good
no
for
need to
curing
pander to
and
me,
just like
but
healing is good
yes,
for like
I'll take
physical
those.
wounds. Like,
Thanks.
oh man, I have a gash in my shoulder. But medicine is good for like, oh, I got a sore throat. Or oh, I got a fucking disease in my soul. Yeah, they'd have to do surgery for some of that shit. You can't cast heal and replace a person's blood. Yeah, they didn't go into real like details. Who do we want to talk to next? And we'll do Caspar. We'll like go up the
You were
ranking.
rather quiet in the last battle, Caspar. Not a single war cry to be heard. It was almost as if you weren't even there.
I did it just for you, Hubert. Isn't that what you wanted? Weren't you the one who said my shouting would cause problems?
Yes, I was. And at the time, you seemed intent on ignoring my advice.
Well, that was then. Recently, my behavior caused trouble, just like you said it would. I was shouting the other day and some enemies heard. I pretty much gave our position away and left us open to attack. I mean, it turned out fine in the end, but someone could have died if things had played out differently. Anyway, I did some self-reflecting and realized that I probably shouldn't shout so much. A decision that I'm proud to say I came to all on my own.
Shut the fuck up, Caspar.
All on your own, huh? It was a bad decision. Being too quiet on the battlefield is extremely dangerous.
I'm sorry, what? That's the exact opposite of what you said before.
Having seen you fight in silence, I have no choice but to accept the truth that your shouting is vital.
What in the world are you talking about?
We've all grown used to the way you fight. Your battle cries help morale, and your instructions rise above the din of battle. I would go so far as to say that the soldiers under your command would be lost without the guidance of your booming voice.
I really don't get you, Hubert.
You inspire people. The benefits of your shouting outweigh the risks. Something wrong?
Yeah! I'm not even gonna think about it!
Caspar's having fun right now.
Don't get too excited. You'll be ambushed again.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to fight some guys while shouting!
That might have been the wrong approach. Oh well. No cure for stupidity. I suppose I'll just have to...
God, I love Hubert. Lindhart. Oh boy, we got some more fun times with Hubert.
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say it, you're right. But to be looked after by you of all people, that might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah yes, quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Ah, so he works the night shift in war.
But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me.
That's it.
Fine.
I was totally right. We're already at 28 minutes in, and we're still watching these. I do like some of them, but it's just... there's a lot of them, and we're not even done, because we're going to need to do the Byleth ones.
At least try to do some training. Use a staff, or a rod, or a broom, for all I care.
My apologies, but I cannot train right now. I have plans for later and don't wish to tire myself. Caspar invited me to train with him, you see.
I need to actively
You
avoid
slept through
Caspar.
the whole debate, didn't you? Fine. I'll summarize it for you.
Not the whole debate. I closed my eyes only after I knew what reading would cover the topic.
There you are. Don't tell me you were sneaking out to do some training.
Of course not. I was sneaking out to avoid you. How did you find me this time?
A mere coincidence. Why would you wish to hide from me?
Because you're an awful nuisance? Why do you pester me so?
To ensure that your talent is not wasted due to your lack of...
It's none of your business how I spend my time or how I use my talent. Have you assumed the role of my mother? You overplay the part. She was only half as overbearing.
What is the matter with you? As Emperor, I'm trying to prevent you from making a mockery of the Black Eagle Strike Force.
Fine, I'll try harder. Really. I'm sure you see all this as my interfering with your duty as a leader. Have you considered how it feels for those of us who serve below you? You are a serious pain, you know.
How so?
But you're like a mother who insists on accompanying her son to his own knighting ceremony.
That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
No, I'd say that it's putting it lightly. All your interfering is greatly hindering my research.
I see. Very well. You've made your perspective perfectly clear.
Okay. Yeah, right. Ferdinand time. It's your boy.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir.
Greetings, Professor.
Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
Play the ominous music for one line of dialogue.
Explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it. You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You are not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aide.
Ah, yes. They've become better friends. Obviously. Clearly.
Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Whose horse is this, Ferdinand? You ride a wyvern.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And, as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, is this really how you spend your free time?
I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well.
I don't know what
I will grant you the duel you so desperately
Oh,
desire.
oh yeah, that's right.
But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
As you wish. Ha!
Ah, yes. Off screen.
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly.
This is all fallow shit. Ferdinand is... I believe Ferdinand is stronger than Edelgard at this point.
Difference in our skill
Or at the very least a better unit.
If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what...
I'm not ready for this.
Playing.
It's on a wyvern, absolutely mowing through dudes before anyone else can even get there.
Ferdinand...
Oh. And... there it be. And now we wait for Violet's social link time. We're probably not even gonna get a story mission done today. Jesus. So many things to do, so little time. Quite literally, it's so little time. We only got like another hour and 20 minutes. And we're not even done with the... I haven't played the game yet! Oh, so little. And we have quests to do. Fantastic.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory.
Interesting.
I have a request for you.
Okay, so he's doing the same thing as Gilbert. And I don't have the things to give him, so never mind. I guess we're just not gonna worry about that quest, because I just simply don't have the things he's asking for. Too damn bad. I guess that's the go fuck yourself time. Okie dokie. Well, if I can give gifts to reset morale, I can do this then. Is there any way of seeing morale?
It's incredibly heavy.
Yes.
Thank you, Professor.
Anything you can teach me? Books do not need. Lysithia.
I'm relieved you're here, Professor. I admit I'm feeling apprehensive about fighting the Alliance. No. I have to shelve I'll fight with full force.
Can you teach me? Well, you can teach me faith, which is actually a thing he's going to need to learn at some point, so that is actually nice. And then I can just give her some random crap. I don't want a watering can. There you go. Merry Christmas. Teach me how to cast heal better. Merry Christmas. I don't want to give Bernadetta a gift. She's not earned it.
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march.
But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I can do this. No more Bernie Bear. Yes, but...
You can teach me worthless garbage!
Thank you.
Always a problem with these damned time skip periods if I don't have anyone I can actually properly learn from, because it's all tripe and trash. Try to talk to Yuritsa. I need to go see what he can teach me. Probably horse capabilities and maybe wield a spear, but that's really kind of about it.
Oh, you've survived. Were you?
I was right. Oh my lord, he can teach me how to... Oh, that's right, he's a teacher. He actually can just teach me, period. He technically was one of the teachers for a short amount of time, so he has the magical capabilities of being able to do that, despite the fact that I have a better sword skill than him.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready to fight. Let's do this. Leave it to me. I know my limits now, Professor.
Yes, I know my limits. I can't single-handedly fight the entire army. Yet.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. Empire and religion are at open war, but corrupt nobles are many. That means with you, Professor. You have my...
That's, I guess, technically not worthless. I don't really have a very efficient way of spending my time anyway, so... I don't know, man. I just genuinely have nowhere really to go to learn things. I have no idea how I'm going to be spending my time. I'm probably just not going to do the whole gift-giving thing, because, frankly, I mean, unless I want to do the tournament, like, 8 times.
The last 5 years have been difficult
Every
times.
single time I hit the Explore option.
My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon as Duke Ire. I must play my... Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but...
At least it's something. It's like, what does Byleth want? Flying maybe to get ready stance. Horses to get movement +1 and swords. That's... And faith! And faith. Reason even 2 can be like a flex option. Those 2 also. Like, I'm not super picky about that.
Exactly.
And we are going to be saving the Byleth social links for a tad, just because it's more efficient to wait, just in case we get a morale reset during the month.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after, but you appeared at a most... I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from... Make sure you're ready to...
Authority can also work. It's not really something I'm actively seeking out, but it works. It's something, at the very least.
The Empire is we cannot as for however clawed up, but we have only...
Yes.
Hello. Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my... Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep... By the way, with Professor Hanneman not around, I've occupied his room. So I am well equipped to perform research on you. Isn't that exciting?
He just took his room! That's rude!
There is
Such a
still
rude dude with a serious dude.
Professor, I'll tell you...
Sometimes I give away the owl feathers. Anyone else that can even... Because I've talked to everyone, I believe. I think I can actually talk to Dorothea. I think I actually specifically passed over her because I'm like, I don't need magic. Magic sucks.
These days, it's incredible. I have a feeling.
Yeah. It's only reason, but... That's great. Hey! Yeah, that's right. Oh, I never gave gifts to Edelgard and whatnot. I also didn't give one to Felix, so I'll need to rectify that situation. Great, I'm gonna have to go all the way back.
Must I?
I may sound...
Why is the choir thing even still up and in operation? There's no one to hear the choir. Knights don't have to talk about it, but they go on about chivalry. I don't get it because I don't care about being a knight. Strength and courage. He'd like that, probably. Yeah.
Thank
Oh great, I'm gonna have to talk to Hubert again. I mashed too hard. I guess I'm the clown now. This whole game stream thing is the circus. That's not what I wanted to do. I was gonna
There
do
was
the
still-
tournament, but okay.
You and
There I go. There I go, just throwing away my little bit of free money. I know how to use bows better, though. Yeah. Aren't you all excited? Yeah. Also, it's the end of this month, so I actually can't even get a morale reset thing that I was gonna do. So I do actually just have to listen to all of the conversations. Alright, here we go. And they're the real fun ones that I'm gonna have to manually go to, aside from Hubert's.
Nice place, isn't it, Professor? Standing here, you can almost feel the goddess's absence. Discounting what dwells within you, of course. Do you think some punishment would rain down from the sky if this monastery were to be destroyed? Of course not. Even if the so-called Immaculate One came back here for revenge, that would only be a result of this war, not the work of a deity. If it is between love and hate, then I would choose the latter. The goddess failed to properly govern this world. That is why it is necessary for Lady Edelgard to become the supreme leader of Fodlan. Those with power must use it wisely. Is that not a teaching of the Church of Seros? It's absurd to preach to others what you cannot practice yourself. Yes. It is our humanity that pushes us to step up and take the lead should the need arise. That is not the case for inhuman creatures with lifespans well beyond our own. We must fight to preserve what makes us human. You are the one closest to the enemy. I wonder if you will be able to maintain your humanity to the end. Does that mean you know I will do what must be done? You must trust me a great deal. I've already dedicated my life to Lady Edelgard. To throw my lot in with you is inconceivable. But if I had 2 lives to give, I might devote one of them to you. Not as master and servant, but as equal partners.
Okay. He's not a romance option, so that's actually a fat load of shit. These are the ones I'm gonna have to track down, yes. Dude, I gotta talk to Yuritsa, I am ready. I do think I missed the one that was right out here, though. Oh, no, yes I want to talk to Yuritsa, of course I do. Priority number 1 is talking to this man. Why are you short?
What's the matter? Not hungry?
Why are you tiny?
I am partaking in some sweet delights. Is there a problem?
How poisoned is this? How poisoned is this?
Yes. I am a person too. What I eat is nobody's business but my own. If you need something, spit it out. My ice cream is melting.
You have very weird inflections in this man. Something's not quite right with Yuritsa, but I don't think that was ever brought into question, him being normal.
Perhaps after I finish devouring this treat. I am. And I am not. At the moment, I am Yuritsa von Hrim. The Emperor and the army know me only as the Death Knight. But he is merely an illusion. A demon who resides in my heart. He is not me. Not who I am at my core. He thrives and feasts upon blood, death, suffering. So while I sit here eating, I prefer to just be myself. Yuritsa, I would like to be who I truly am. I am incapable of enjoying my dessert with you gawking at me like that. I have no further words for you. Go.
I just want to talk to him. Just what? Oh my lord! Yuritsa is such a fucking enigma. We're getting an internal monologue for Violet. This is like the second time in the entire game I think I've ever seen this. Might even be the first. Holy shit. Oh wait, these are also motivation resets. Yeah, fuck it, I have a shitload of gifts, I don't give a damn. I do want to just get all of them out of it. If I possibly can, I'd like to have so many of these happen. It's just gonna be the support conversation episode. Because we're 51 minutes in, and I truly, amongst all truths, doubt that we're getting the next story mission done in an hour. Oh great, the worst one.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about. At first, I remember I was desperate to go back, but now it's the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you. The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come. It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefield's just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though.
Which is a fat load of shit. She's exactly the same in every single other support conversation.
A new place? All on my own? That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
She's a normal person, and that's interesting. I just want her to be consistent. That's the big problem. She's a comedic character they're trying to attribute human emotions and the ability to grow to, but they keep reverting back to their, oh, she's an anime stereotype. Oh, that's unfortunate. This person isn't a real person. She cries all the damn day. Which reflection just sounds really sad, but they do it in like a comedic thing. It's just... I do not like Bernadetta.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they? Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world. No, that defeats the purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying? I thought we were finally getting close. I guess I'm not good enough for that, though, am I?
You're right!
I'll let you have this one.
Got him!
But you better be ready for next time.
And shot down. Never again. No way in hell is that going to be the romance option.
Hey there.
Hi. Professor. Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
And gone. We've lost a
sorry,
teammate.
Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush.
What's up with the garbage in your hair? Why you got that like
that
tarp?
when you realize
Trying to get it not
much
rainy.
time.
Trying to keep it safe in the harsh weather.
18 years ago, House Ardelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire. All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically. But once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result. At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed, and people from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling, in a word. Skin pale as death.
Like yours!
One after another, they captured and imprisoned the children of our household. They began performing terrible rituals on the children, though it's probably more accurate to call them experiments. With the Empire monitoring...
Don't you hate it when you get a satanic death cult involved in your family bullshit?
This
It's one of those days.
One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this, a shock of white hair.
It's got a very, very, very faint hint of like pink, but it's mainly white.
Mages were delighted.
It's more in the model than in the art in the bottom right, but even then, there's the slightest hint.
Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two
It's not like
threats
sheet white, you know? It's not like
coexisted
snow.
Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me
What was your natural hair
my
color?
lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most. Perhaps less. Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ardelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered,
Where'd
I
they
at least
get
want
the
them to
second
have
crest,
peace
though? Like, how'd
as
they
grow
decide
up.
which one to stitch to
That is
her?
all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone. Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests.
One of your crests is kind of
You
Bud.
sound resolved. I'll
The other
allow
one,
your
which is
resolve to
Felix's, is
bolster
yeah,
my
that's
own.
pretty good.
Thank you, Professor.
I like that there's like a pseudo narrative reason for why she's just the best character. She's literally a genetic freak and is gonna die very soon after the end of the game. That's super neat, and I'm a big fan. They gave lore reasons
No.
for why. Oh yeah, she's the best. Spit setting fires all over the place.
Ah, yes.
Oh no, I quoted the wrong thing. Whatever.
Professor, what brings you out so late?
The 33 to 30% chance to win, but I'm a genetic freak. I'm not normal. Well, you can't just quote shit. People don't get that.
Oh, that was likely my voice. I've been worrying about something. I asked you once to help me achieve my goal of being a person who can simply nap all day. Then I thought, if the world becomes a peaceful place, all my crest
Senor
might
Joe.
be for naught. Well, I don't see how crests have much use in times of peace.
It's probably gonna be a
Certainly
bitch
there are
length
crests that
stream,
make you
but
stronger and could be used in engineering. And I suppose crests that increase magical abilities might help doctors.
So I do
heal
have to leave
injuries.
exactly at 4 too.
Still, the
I gotta
possibilities
make
seem
dinner.
limited. It's as if crests
We're
were
having
designed to be used
hamburgers,
only
and
in
those
times
take
of war.
time. We're doing a
Power
barbecue.
meant to bring about death and destruction.
Linhart's also cool. I am paying attention. Don't think I'm not.
I cannot prove what I say is true, but suppose for a moment that it is. The longer this war goes on, the more useful my crest research becomes. But if the war were to end today, we would go on living, perhaps not using the power of our crests at all. It is truly my dream to be a crest scholar, but I also dream of all the wonderful naps peace would bring. Saying it all out loud, it feels a rather stupid thing to worry over. Knowledge or peace? Sleep or war? Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the sentiment. Although if I stop researching crests, I'll have one less excuse to spend time with you. Professor, don't make faces like that. People like you, who listen to my blathering and then nod and smile as though what I say matters, people like you are very precious to me.
Bullet, who's the dude who made what's the quote from? Like, what's the dude's name? I don't remember the name. We got Senior Joe. We got Kurt Angle, but I need to know the dude who said the stupid shit.
Take that!
Scott Steiner. You know, he's an S tier unit. He's also like Lysithia's tier. But for like physical damage, he's got like fucking Felix's crest and like, I don't know, someone else's. He has like a 70% growth rate in speed and strength. He's the man's a beast. He's a genetic freak and not normal.
Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops.
She also murdered him
5 years
in their
ago,
social link.
She ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him, but she did it instead.
Nah, he has like a 133% chance
Now,
to win or
as
some
the head
shit.
of House
That's
Iron,
his growth
I serve
rates.
Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate.
I'm gonna have to like link that in the
beneath her to
description on
reunify
YouTube or some
Fodlan.
shit. I need to remember to do
The
that.
disparity between Edelgard
We're talking
and
about it
myself
too much, and
is
now it's rude to not source
obvious.
myself.
She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing. But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Ire, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to
Is this
nothing.
Maruki's voice actor?
Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will
Oh.
be stagnating here forever.
Damn. I don't know. I haven't heard Maruki enough. All I hear is Ferdinand.
I appreciate that, but it is not enough to persuade me.
Does he have
I know that I
snacks?
have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor? Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
One thing I'm not actually as big of a fan about this game is they always end all the support conversations with "I want you by my side forever." It's just a weird way to end all of them. They can't just be friends, and that's kind of an expectation. The only problem with it is because they have to end all of them like that, because they can a lot of the characters can just end up being married or friends for life. And oh yeah, sure, it's fitting then. But if you get like 12 of them strung together, well, I don't think we're gonna be roaming in fucking ball mode. Or dead. Okay, also valid.
Finally, I notched a win against you.
Oh yeah, this is
True.
Felix. We've already
It was a
seen
narrow
Felix's.
victory.
We've seen Felix. He's a good lad. I'm gonna dedicate my life to your cause. I want you to be by my side forever. Repeat like times 30 across like an interwebbing, like Venn diagram of friendship, and then all these people, this entire class is never leaving each other's side. They've fused together. They've become the
Professor,
ultimate life
something's
form.
been bothering me. Remember that suspicious
They're
guy I
farming
chased after
friendship
back when I was a
points.
student? A knight scolded me for it, but
The
at the
ultimate
time
power
I really thought I
source.
was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops.
I think we've seen this one before, but I don't remember Caspar's very
Much
well.
appreciated, but there's a reason I need to bring this to your attention.
I know his is the whole
all
cult
identical
thing.
tattoos of a scorpion
Yeah,
on
the
their
scorpion
arms.
shit, but I don't
Please
remember it
keep
as
an
well.
eye out for that mark in the future.
Oh no.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens. But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault. If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner, and I wouldn't have blood on my hands. But he probably wouldn't have. Now those knights, they're not coming back. We both know it. This is all my fault.
Well, that's depressing. Okay, we finally did all of them, and I only got like 30 more minutes. Fantastic. There's no fucking way we're getting the goddamn next fighting combat chapter good shit done, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit in. Squeeze in a little bit of that extra content, because we got like 40 minutes. Because I also started like 10 minutes late, because I'm a slow boy, and I was too busy getting excited for Pyramid Head being in Dead by Daylight. Holy shit! Good Lord! I've had an erection for 8 hours. He hasn't even been announced for 8 hours. These things might not even be correlated. The Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone who had thought to have died years prior. Ooh. Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone thought to have died years prior. What? Oh. Oh, that's me. Oh, I'm that guy. Oh. It's gonna be like, were we having like a... Oh, I forgot to do the... Oh, I haven't actually had a chance to do the quest. I was like, are we having like a do situation here? Like, what the fuck?
Thank you.
Oh shit.
The newly
Yuri
crowned
Lowenthal's
king
in the
of Holy
party.
Kingdom of Fardia,
Spoilers!
Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Saros and is raising an
Oh
army
shit,
in
it
preparation
actually is
for
fixed,
all-out war
Dimitri. He
with
doesn't
the
have the bags
Emperor.
under his eyes. He didn't go cuckoo.
As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade
Actually, I
of
think that's like the
neutrality
second
amidst
time I've ever
infighting
seen the
between
DLC
those who support
characters
and
in one of those
who
loading
oppose the
screen
Empire.
tips.
Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Saros.
Yo,
With sights
fuck
set on
Claude. How
capturing
dare he
Deirdre
leave the
at
plot?
center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrden. But first, allow me a moment of your time. It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
Dude, Bird Boy! We get to learn more about Bird Boy? Come on, I want to learn more about Bird Boy.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now. Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
Okay. Alright. Those plot fun. Is this another one of those? Okay, yeah. They're starting to actually have maps be lined up like this, and that's super, super fucking cool. Who are we gonna kick? I'm using Yuritsa. This is not a question. I'm putting him in the party. And he comes with a dark seal. Of course. Why wouldn't he? Oh, Ferdinand. Whoa there, buddy. You're level 29. I'm gonna have to ask you to slow your roll just a touch. Holy shit, son. But let's see what do you do? Aside from being a sword prowess, lance prowess, brawling prowess. What psychotic son of a bitch would teach him to fly? Who thinks this is the route they're gonna go? So, lances and swords, okay. I'm not taking this from him. I have to give this to him. Get rid of that. I think I'm gonna mainly just have him be a lance user. I mean, if this man wasn't a beast, I'd stop playing the game because it's lying to me. Of fucking course he's a beast. I'm gonna give him a crescent sickle instead of the fucking training spear because it's topical. Woo! Here's a knowledge gem. I don't know what to do with it, so it's yours now. Have fun. Merry Christmas. He also knows magic. What a gamer. These vulneraries actually did save my ass previously. Why the fuck do you have a chest key? Why do you have a I remember why he has the blessed bow. It's to give him regen. That's irrelevant right now. Oh! She just starts with Amir. Okay. Neat. Good to know. Didn't you have something equipped before? I don't remember. I would assume probably like a shield or some shit. Here, give me the silver axe, because that is what Amir's job is. Here is a silver shield. Please don't die. It's a bad time. Hello. Here is an iron shield. It is probably better. Here, you may have a speed carrot to make up for the speed that I have just taken from you by equipping you with a heavier shield. Merry Christmas. Don't spend it all in one place now. So strength +2. Who needs strength? Caspar. Caspar needs strength. 100% Caspar. Where is he? You son of a bitch, get over here. He's a fist guy. He needs it. Put the vulnerary down. Massively more efficient for him. Now speed. I'm specifically going to give speed to people who are naturally slow, like Bernadetta. You stupid slow bitch. Here is your speed carrot. I hope you enjoy. Lysithia is also valid. Oh lord, so is literally every single member of my team. I'm just gonna give everyone a fucking speed carrot. Here's a speed carrot. Here's your speed carrot. And then charm is irrelevant. Quite literally don't care. Here you go, Edelgard. I guess you can have it because fuck it, you have a really goddamn good whatever it's called. Yeah, Gambit Battalion, there's the one. It's super good right now. You can hold on to that. I don't give a damn. Actually, yeah, I won't a sec. Except I won't. Ooh! Got him! Are there not blessed fists? Can I have some blessed fists, please? Can I thrust my big metallic fistular hands right into this man's sternum? Thank you. My game plan is I was going to give blessed items to my mages just because they're not holding anything else and it gives them HP regen, which is fucking nice. But, yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, but Rhea has fucked off from the plot. For now. Big Dargan will eventually be Smouten. Which isn't a word, but I want to believe. Raging Storm. Amir only if attack hits, unit can move. Fuck me. Okay. Oh Lord. Oh gee. Oh God. Oh Christ. I just get to go again. I don't know if that's a canto or a flat out. You get to just do it again. Yeah, I was gonna say, that is phrased like it's another turn.
We'll be
Mir!
capturing the Bridge of
Mir!
Murder, a key strategic
Mir!
location of the Lester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but I specifically killed Rhea with the first time I've used the Sublime Creator Sword, and it crit her for like 70 fucking damage. I was so upset because I had animations off. So mad at the time.
I do this for all of us.
I'm turning animations back on because time skip, new designs, new animations. Except for dancers. Fuck dancers. Oh, this is an exceptionally stupid idea. How stupid of an idea is this? Oh yeah, exceptionally, just like I said. Man, I'm so smart. Good job, me. Yeah, we have a lot of very oddly displaced levels. Like Hubert literally just did not even get into a fight, period, on that last map. Despite him being around. He just quite literally couldn't catch up with everyone else.
Bow before Her Majesty! What a bother.
It's probably gonna be the first time I'm gonna then end an episode in the middle of a fucking like campaign mission, just because I gotta go like at 4. So shit. Most of these are garbage, and they just keep getting made into the
Understood.
They just keep getting made into the fucking iron shit.
Delightful.
I gotta have him master his class. What happens when you master being a Death Knight? I gotta know! I gotta find out. Whew. These are the real questions we all long for answers.
I will prevail.
Let's make this quick.
They're gonna kill Hubert. Watch this.
Slow. Predictable.
The knowledge gem doubles your class mastery experience gain. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna murder him. I was right. I called it, guys!
I can fight no longer.
Oh, Hubert can't die. Neat.
Now's my chance.
Hubert actively is not allowed to die. He just retreats. Interesting. Of course I moved Hubert first. Fantastic job, me. Oh my god, we have to watch the opening cutscene again. This seems like a good idea of what I'm about to be doing. It seems like a good use of my talents.
For the Empire. We won't hold back. Your death is not in vain.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Let's make this quick.
Don't crit him!
You will regret this! I've got no time for mercy.
Thanks, Lysithia.
What's my strategy?
I really appreciate it, Lysithia. Thanks for you know playing for the team. Real team player right there. Yeah, now she's gonna die. Fantastic. Well, she has no time for mercy, but I don't have time for her.
What's my strategy?
Bullshit.
I must lead them well. There is still room for improvement.
There we go. Can I just thunder this man? Now he has terrible magic. But it's at least something.
Foolish.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to, you know, redo all of these guys too.
More fighting.
Right.
Put me in there.
I'll cut through.
I will prevail.
Lord, how far can this one man go? Oh, that's right. She has a bow. I kind of forgot. I still have her to have a bow at all.
Bloody path.
Let's make this quick.
I'm still trying to get Hubert to be a high enough faith level to be able to learn heal, but I'm just kind of only leveling his heal and faith capabilities up through the fucking choir during the explore sections. It's a real interesting time. It, not worth it. Let's just be frank here, but I'm having fun, and that's what's important.
This'll get him.
You're weak.
I'm gonna be frank. I would not have expected Edelgard to be a axe person or like a heavy knight. An axe person, yeah, but I'm like not expecting it. Also, Claude becomes a flyer, which is also really weird. Just from like an outsider's perspective, you know, it's odd. Seemingly, at the very least. Oh, okay.
Attack at your own risk. Stepped in that one.
Be careful.
This is where the cheese begins. I hope you guys like Bernadetta just randomly deciding this one person in the fight gets to die. Because a dancer, armed, ballista, spam, garbage, and good level ups makes me effectively just say this person dies, this person dies, this person dies. The ballistas are always, okay, but when I can use them twice in one turn, they're a little bit more than just okay. I think I'd have to say that hot take. I know that hot take might be a little bit spicy for you all, but I think I'm justified in saying that. Ow! Ow, that hurt.
A waste of time. It is all for Her Majesty.
For the Empire.
What the hell are you hitting them with?
I do not
It's meant to be like an inside swing, I guess, but this axe doesn't have like an insidey bit. It would work if it was like the other axes, but the training axe, that animation doesn't work. She's just hitting him with the blunt end of the axe, and the entire animation's not a big fan of that in its entirety.
Delightful. Death grows more distant.
You see, you know it's a fun time when Lindhart decides to move into the range of combat and you can see all the dudes swap their aggro priorities? All of them are idiots. No one has any common sensibilities for the gold standard of war, the unspoken rule: don't fight Lindhart. It's such a bad idea. And I just don't think they're trying hard enough to be alive and maintain that life.
There's no turning back now.
There's no turning back now. Told you. Not what you thought was gonna happen, but it's what happened.
I do this for all of us.
Luckily, Bernadetta is decently low level, so it's still justified giving her this XP, but man, what the fuck is up with this? I have my capture card or something. I need to maybe like jiggle it a little bit, get it more plugged in, good or better, or who knows. It's time for everyone's favorite game of plus 20% XP! And I only really care because Hubert's still, frankly, pretty underleveled compared to the rest of the boys.
hardly worth the effort.
It was very satisfying to have time skip Petra. You know, the assassin that I had to deal with in the Blue Boy route actually worked for me. Because she was the probably like top 5 most insufferable enemies I actually had to fight in the Blue Boy playthrough. It was impressive, to say the least. Oh, hey there, Ignatz. Where'd you come from? Okay. I guess if that's how this is gonna go down, then okay. If you say so. God damn it. Kind of forgot mini bows do that for a second. Very convenient that they do that, but it's a very niche application. Pretty sizable amount of time since I was able to actually properly train my students. Can she reach? Okay, she can. I'm going to absolutely piss away a bunch of my warp uses just so Hubert can actually get in combat, because oh my god, I cannot wait for him to finally become a damn Dark Knight so he can actually move. Use those little stubby legs he has for something. Or actually, better yet, don't use them, because god, he can't get anywhere even with them. I really wanted that to crit, but okay. If you say so.
Did you think I'd let you go?
What is she getting when she does all that? Why is she getting, like, a buff? Was it one of these? Why is she getting a buff when she stops? She doesn't have ready stance. I didn't believe. No? Oh. Oh, it's Imperial Lineage Plus. And it's res, so it's worthless. God, fantastic. Yeah, great, I guess.
Foolish.
see how it goes.
We can't place the future of Fodlan in Edelgard's hands. If you're allied with the Empire, I have no choice but to fight you.
I don't think I've ever really heard Ignat's voice. Ignat's fucks.
So this is how it ends.
This is totally not good. Do we want to talk about it? Oh no! That's a brave bow, even with her being so fast. Oh, that would explain some of that now, wouldn't it? Holy shit. Oh no, Ignatz, please. 13, 15. Oh, he's 25.
Understood.
Okay, maybe we can do something with this.
What's my strategy?
Here, I'll do this. A little bit different of a game plan, but it's still a game plan nonetheless.
Delightful.
For the Empire.
22 times 2. Jesus Christ. Well, you got a game plan and counterplay for it either way. With both the disturbance and his 22 times 2, that's no longer lethal.
I am helping Claude build the future of Fodlan.
Aren't you supposed to be a painter? Go paint something. Get off the battlefield. That's not a disturbance. Also, none of those missed.
If only I could return to those days once more.
Shit! I don't know how I'm gonna get in on Ignatz. It is a genuine problem trying to get in on Ignatz. Okay, that one's not a problem. But
I'm so glad you're safe. Claude sent me here with reinforcements.
hey, I was not expecting reinforcements to come from behind me.
Because you're from the smallest noble house in all the Alliance, you whiner.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Oh, I'm working on it, but also...
I'll cut a bloody path. Hardly worth the effort.
Understood.
I will prevail.
For the Empire.
That's another risky play. I'll do that one last, because... fuck it. But... so 15... Oh, it's a bad idea to leave Hubert all alone in all this, but... let's see what we got. 22, 16, fuck, that's 38. 72, 60, I can hope they miss. They do just barely enough damage. And I'm relying on Petra being able to dodge one of them, of course. Oh, and that aggro is on her instead. Because with the ready stance, it lowers his accuracy. Damn! Still a 75%. Holy. Ignatz, good lord.
What's my
Trying
strategy?
to besiege some very heavily entrenched people is pretty damn difficult. Who would have guessed? I also have no idea why they really like to
I am
focus.
helping Claude build the future
They really
of
like to
Fodlan.
focus down Byleth. Hey, please miss. Hey, please miss. But now, you know they're gonna aggro on her instead.
Let's try some.
You're all going down.
No, they still want Hubert.
Did you think
I'm really expecting them to go for Petra, because she's very low.
a laughable improvement, but it's something.
Yeah, that's charm and HP. Yeah, that really is laughable. Oh, no.
I can fight no longer.
Shit, I'll have to give Nosferatu. He doesn't know Nosferatu! Fuck! But Petra actually going there is fine.
I will prevail.
I'll cut a bloody path.
I'm not gonna be able to give him the kill though, unfortunately. Unless he crits. Nope.
For the Empire.
What's my strategy?
I'm awake.
Understood.
Alright, if this goes fine, that's probably what we're gonna call it. Leave the big old fancy schmancy reinforcements for next turn, but Petra shouldn't actually have an RNG change, it should still just miss. Yeah, alright.
I'll have to be clever.
Hit him instead, and that actually hit Hubert. I kind of forgot that's how that works. Shit, he's probably still actually going to die then! Oh, fantastic. Oh no, they're going for Linhardt, that's right! I kind of forgot they really like to pick fights with Linhardt for some reason. This is why you put Nosferatu. Alright.
Judith! I'm so glad you're...
Why?
Because you're from...
Enemy reinforcements.
Oh, that's a little bit too close in there, buddy. A little too much extendo zoom. But we're going to have to deal with the big old fancy schmancy reinforcements next time. We actually get to use the bookmark function. Oh, boy. But we'll have to worry about it later because those social conversations went on far longer than I was expecting, and I just don't have time. And I didn't want to end the stream after like an hour and 10 minutes. So, anyway, we get to deal with my own incompetence and incontinence, because God did I shit up every play I just made, next time. So anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. And that's the intro starting to play, and I'm going to leave now so you don't have spoilers. This song's pretty good with the vocals, though, at the very least. It's nice, I'd recommend it.